Hello everybody. I want to say God bless everybody today. I'm showing you guys a little recipe I got for Jagacida. It's a Cape Verdean rice made with a pork style sausage. So what I have in the pot now is some onions sauteing. If you can go a little closer. The onions sauteing. I also have little bits of bacon because I like the fat that comes from the bacon. Because it's a pork sausage that's going in, it's also pork bacon. You know how much flavor bacon renders, so it's a good flavoring agent first and foremost. So I have this sauteing in here with salt and pepper, and now I'm going to incorporate, I have some linguiça that I've cut up. I've also taken the skin that's on the outside of the linguiça. I peel it off, and then I chop to the size bites that I would like to be in a plate, of rice. So now we're gonna incorporate it into the pot here. We're just gonna toss that in, and we're gonna saute that up for a little while on low. Make sure we mix all of that linguiça and onions and garlic and salt and pepper and that bacon fat, that good tasty bacon fat. Already starting to saute this linguiça up just to a nice little, we want to get it nice and brown. But what we basically want to do is we want to heat it up, and we want that linguiça to start bleeding out the flavor that it is going to render. It's just, the flavor is, I've adored this rice since I was a child. My mother raised me on it. All my brothers and sisters ate it, and it's just really, really healthy for you. I mean, as far as, you can have Jag by itself, and it can be its own meal. Morning time with this rice that I'm going to make, you can take a spoonful of the Jag, put it on the plate, make sure it's warm, and take a nice egg done to your specific doneness. And you just break that yolk open over that egg, and it's just, it's amazing. But let's just show you this rice today. Okay? Get that fire up a little bit because I can handle high. And what I'm looking for right now is a good saute. A little more sauteing on that, and we're about to go to the next big phase. And I love this stoneware pot here because it becomes a perfect doneness when I set it for its time. Okay, that's definitely got a good saute going on in it. What we're going to do here is we're going to add a little bit of my mother's secret ingredient, which was definitely, you could use a tomato paste or a tomato alternative, which is, with no problem, ketchup. Okay, ready? Now see, to this size pot, I'm going 1 squirt, 2 squirts, and a half a squirt maybe. And maybe a little bit more love. And there we go. All right, because that's gonna add a nice flavor to it. Soften it once again, like I tell you, for your palate to receive it. Nothing spicy here. This isn't something that's going to make you feel like it was very spicy when you're eating it, and your tongue's not going to get hot or anything like that, okay? Now, with that ketchup in, we're going to add some garlic. A little bit more pepper. And then basically, that's it. I just need to get the water now. We're going to add 6 cups of water because we're going to be making this rice with 3 cups of rice. So we go 1 cup of water. 2 cups of water. 3 cups of water. 4 cups of water. 5 cups of water. And you can shy a little on the 6. You got a lot of juice from the food that's already in the pot. So you kind of want to figure maybe a little less than a cup, you know, so a 1/4 cup. Now you bring this liquid, and you'll see the color already of the stock that's in there, and that rice is going to land to be a nice color. You know, white rice is going to go in the pot, but a nice, good-looking finished jag color, I call it, is going to be in the end. So we get this at a rumble boiling. Okay, that should be cranking any minute now. Come on, take a look over here real quick. And this is some Portuguese style steak. Onions, marinated with a nice red sauce. I'll tell you guys how to make that. But we're going to show you a finished plate when we're done. And we'll have all kinds of different videos to show you guys. You know, one step at a time. Small steps, baby steps, but we will get there. Let's get that covered back up and let that stew slowly on the stove there to make that meat fall apart and be as tender as what we'd like it for me and my family. Because my kids like it for the meat to just fall off the bones or fall apart. Now where I brought this water up to where it's not completely boiling, it's going to get ready to turn up and start rumbling. So what I can do now is I can start incorporating the rice with no problem. So I'm going with 1 cup. Two cups. And 3 cups. We will mix the rice around. Some bacon. We'll mix it around, but we won't play with it too much. Hot rice and liquid releases way too much starch, so we just want to leave it alone. We want to let it catch the rumble boil that I was just talking about, and then we're going to cover this rice. Get that cranking all the way up on high. Move it without ripping it apart. Just kind of tug it around a little. Okay, that's about it. if you wanted to put any bean or any corn or any sort of vegetable within this rice, basically at this standard way of making it, now would be the time to incorporate any of those things chopped up into this liquid. Because when you close it, it's one of those set it and forget it things. We're going to set it for 28 minutes tops. That's going to be our pulling time. And we're going to pull that cap, and we're going to show you that done product. That will be that final video on this pot of Jag. You see it's starting to boil.
Breaking news. Federal investigators say military pilots may not have heard key instructions moments before the deadly DC air disaster.
Then, Vice President J.D. Vance meeting with Ukraine's president overseas as the Trump administration tries to broker an end to the war with Russia.
And a star arrival heading to the south. Alex Bregman joining the Red Sox now at spring training. 7 News at 5 starts now.
Okay. So you can see pretty much we have bubbles all the way around. She's got a good boil. Make sure she don't stick to the bottom. This stoneware works really good. And we cover. Then we reduce the heat down to just a very low. Going a little lower there. See that? A little lower. And right there. Right there. Set the timer now. Hey Siri, set my timer for 27 minutes.
Clear this evening, cold and windy. Here's our developing storm.
And we'll be back.